you the most.
It's a great opportunity to be talking to Joseph. Joseph has graduated from the engineering section, but he has dedicated his efforts to helping the children and especially the unprivileged children, and he has started his own foundation. Joseph, could you please introduce yourself and what do you do for business?
Thank you for having me. I'm Joseph Lawal, the founder of Children of God Orphanage Home. Children of God Mission is a non-profit making organization that is set up to help children whom lost their parents to Ebola epidemic, landslide, and other disaster. I study electrical engineering at Moalo Institute of Management and Entrepreneur. I'm 29 years of age, living in Sierra Leone. Thank you for having me.
That's excellent. So the first question is the foundation is in Sierra Leone. Do the children come from Sierra Leone only, or do they come from the other countries in Africa?
The children come from Sierra Leone. We rescue these kids from a slum communities, whilst other from the dump sites. You can see the pictures that I use on Zoom, the kids that we rescue from the dump sites.
And why did you decide to help these kids?
Yes, I do decide to help these kids according to my background. I came from a poor families, to make ends meet, it take a long time, you know, unless we have to struggle, my grandma have to struggles, due to my backgrounds, to my grandma. I was ill at the age of, at 6 months, I was ill. By then times, my father want to give up on me, and over me to my grandma so that she can look after me. By then, people around came and support my grandma so that I can have a healthy condition. By doing that, in 2015, I lost my grandma. But before my grandma wants to pass away, she called me 3 times and said, Joseph, 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 come. I want you to go out there and help these kids. Kids who lost their parents, who are less privileged. I asked my grandma, how do I go about this? I do not have the resources. She called me and said, go with faith. God is with you. Go out there and look out for these kids. And then I started helping these kids just after the Ebola epidemic. And I'm very thankful and very happy. At least I can see the difference from where I start to where I am now.
So the question your grandma asked, how are you going to do this? So how did you do this, Joseph?
First of all, I do not have phone.
Yeah, I
I
get.
find it very difficult.
Mhm.
How am I going to meet people who can support me, who can know more about the work I'm doing? And then I was blessed with phone by my elder sister, who gave me my first Android phone. So then I joined Facebook. Using Facebook, doing it gradually. I do not have the ideas of marketing and promotion about the work that I'm doing. I just posting, content pictures. Like the first pictures that I posted on Facebook, the world hunger is getting ridiculous. There is more fruit in a rich man table than in a poor man shampoo, where people get attracted. The other pictures I posted, to be rich is not what you have in your bank account, but what you have in your heart that make you rich. So a lot of people started following my work, and then I mix it together with the kids, with the activities. Then I met with my friend. He is on Facebook. His name is Harry, who saw the pictures that I posted, and then he come attracted. He said, "Oh Joseph, I saw this picture. What happened in Sierra Leone?" And then I explained to him exactly what has happened in Sierra Leone. And then he said, "Oh, I'm going to step in. I'm going to help you. Whatever little I have." Yeah, he sent $100 on 2015, the March 2015. He sent $100, which I used that $100 to prepare food for these kids. Then I sent a report to him that the money you sent, this is what I've done with the money. And then he was so happy. But guess what? The next following month, they send money to purchase cloth, where we have a famous fabric called Addis Ababa. I'm sorry,
It's okay.
Addis Ababa. I show it here in Sierra Leone and then ship it to the United States. And then we wear these shirts, and introduce the shirt. These shirts came from Sierra Leone. People love the shirts. Then I started having a little bit support. So with that support, where I have a kick up.
So the question now, do you have the main requirements in your foundation now?
I do not have the main requirements yet. I do not, yeah. I only rent the facilities and also send these kids to school. That's
What
why I'm on LinkedIn, on Facebook, shouting out for people who can step in so that we all can work together. I believe in teamwork.
Yeah, exactly. But what else would you need, Joseph?
Yeah. Our needs, first of all, we need a sustainable needs, because for right now we rent the house. We need, because God has already blessed us with 2 acres of land where we want to build an orphanage home. Due to the hard work and our community people donated this land to us, where we want to build an orphanage home. Now we are looking for people who can step in to help us build this orphanage home, schools, and also medical centers. And
What is,
also,
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
our needs here is their basic needs: food shelters and cloth. Because we have been struggled to have food in the orphanage home. Sometimes we run out of cash, you know, run out of food. So these are the needs.
Okay. What are the challenges you are facing now?
The current challenges that we are facing now in the orphanage home now is, is food and scholastic materials, because we want to send them back to school. You know, as education is one of the blessings of life, we want them to go to school.
And what the challenges did you face in the past?
The past,
Yeah.
the challenges I faced in the past, I do not house these kids. The past, we struggle a lot from the past. So even to provide food for these kids, it means a lot for us. You know, even to have these children, we go right around the communities and able to reach out to different kids. You know,
So my question is, now you are in the home, you are dedicating your life to the foundation. Why? What about your career? What about your life yourself? What can you do about it?
yes, thanks be to God, because in anything in life you have to put God first, because God give direction. As far as God has directed me first to have these kids, where I'm going to look after my careers. I'm going to continue my studies, you know, very soon. But I want to leave a legacy where at least I can able to save life. After our Bailey Orphanage home, do everything for these kids, do something sustainable. From there, I can continue my careers because I have more time.
Okay. So does working with these kids pay off? Do you feel you are happy with your work with these kids?
I feel so happy. I feel so happy because children are the image of God. I feel so excited when they are with me. We play together, we sing together, we do everything together, even in times when we want to cook. We cook food together. So I feel so happy.
Let me ask you this. Maybe in the future, some of these children may be not thankful or grateful for your efforts. Would that be okay with you?
Yes, I'm so okay. In life, you cannot have 100% from human being. We can try our best. You can even have thousands, only one people will consider about you. You can feed thousand, one people will say, oh, this person has done something great in my life. You cannot expect everything to be okay.
When was the best moment with your work that you said yourself, okay, I have done something worthy, I've done something important?
My best moments in life when I see this orphanage home build, when I done something sustainable for them, like teaching them skills. At the end of the day, they can aware that this is who I am. These are the best moments.
Yeah. My other question is, now you are suffering and you are struggling with the basic needs and the subject materials and the schooling. Like, let me ask you this question. Can one of these kids or can some of these kids be important people in important positions, high positions in the future?
Yes, they can be important people in the society only if we come together as and help them. They have potential. I see the potential in them. We have a future presidents, future leaders, ministers, pastors, imams, religious people. I see it in them.
Could you give us like an overview about the life in Sierra Leone? What is happening? Is it easy or difficult?
In life expectancies and condition in Sierra Leone is really difficult. Just to remind you, Sierra Leone is among the poorest countries in the world. We live on $1 a day, and employment rate is 70%. Unemployment rate is 70%. So about 70 or 60% do trading. So condition here is very difficult.
So my question is, now it's very difficult as you say, and now you are helping these kids from the slums and the poor areas. And I can see that you can speak good English. Why didn't you immigrate to another country?
I cannot see children suffering and then migrate to another country. It's really awful. I can only live here and support them. If I go, who will look after these kids? Who will help them? Who will pick their cries? Who will wipe their tears? That's why I stay here to see how best I can support them. After I support them, and then when they are well sustainable, I can decide to travel and come back. If I have any opportunity to travel, trust, I will not go there for even a month. I will only go there, visit, do presentation of my work, and then come back, do my work, because this is what I call for.
So my other question is, some people go to other countries and then they buy expensive cars, villas, fantastic jobs, and the nice suits. And now you are in Sierra Leone, you are working with these kids. After 20 or 30 years, will you be happy where you are compared to the other people who made their fortune in other places?
In life, I will be happy with the condition which I am, even past, present. I give God the glory because this is what God wants me to be. You have to be yourself and appreciate the condition you have.
What would you like to tell people about yourself and about the place where you are?
Yes, I would like to tell people like, no condition is permanent, and I'm happy with the condition where I am today, and I believe God will take me somewhere else tomorrow.
What else would you like to say?
What else? I'm so happy with these conditions, and I believe when we come together as and put hands together, put hands on deck, we all can make a difference in the life of these kids. I believe, I believe in teamwork. I believe in transformation. This is what I would like to say.
Yeah, yeah, keep them. Yeah, and really, you have all the support and all the belief in what you are doing and in yourself. It has been more than great speaking with you, Joseph. Good luck for you and good luck for everybody in Sierra Leone. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you too. I'm really happy to meet with you.
Thank you.